Hello to you. Welcome to Eating Peace Experience. There's a Taoist saying, and the way it goes is, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Sometimes it feels like finding eating peace is absolutely impossible. It must be like the journey to the moon. We've had so many repeated experiences of unrest when it comes to food and eating, and so many times of weight gain when we're on the path up or off, we've fallen off the wagon. No matter what your experience in the past, let's open up to relaxing right now in this moment. So it's the very first thing we can do. Let's take a deep breath and noticing that a breath in is taking something in that you're just taking, that's from the environment. Something that seems like not you, which is air, is now joining one with you and actually supplying energy and life force to you, air. And that's exactly the same thing we're doing with a little bit of a different feel to it as eating. Something that seems like not us, matter, certain things in the environment, and an infinite number of them can be eaten. We put them in through the mouth, which is very close to the same space as we take in air. I think the tubes are right next to each other, right? And what we take in, we masticate and chomp and crush and bite and chew it all up, and we turn it into a paste, and then it swallows down our body, usually in this direction for healthy balance, goes right out of the other side of our body, down below, and on its way, it becomes one with our body. All kinds of little organisms are supplied by our eating. We are claiming life. We are saying, I am alive. We are taking in part of our environment, part of reality. Eating is actually kind of strange, and we're participating in it. Of course, we have a life, we have a body. It takes food to be alive. And that's what we're doing every time we're eating. So there's a cognitive dissonance that goes on. We all know that cognitive dissonance in psychological terms is two opposing belief systems in one unit, like this cognitive. So my beliefs and ideas are actually completely against each other when it comes to this food and eating thing. And this happens often in the addictive process or the compulsive process. So part of us, the conscious part, totally wants to be thin and eat normally and eat happily and not even think about food anymore. And we have an ideal and an image and a dream about what that looks like. And another part of us does not want to do that. It wants to eat whatever it wants. It doesn't like being told what to do. It even feels an urgency about not wanting to suffer. And that is going on at the same time, and often our approach to that part that's more unconscious is to suppress it, want to kill it, want to hide it, and feel ashamed of it. So right now, at this very beginning place, wherever you are in understanding your own eating, let's intend to just bring out even more of that unconsciousness, more than you ever have before. That part that wants to pool and get stuck in this inner world that you don't like is there. We're going to honor that voice. We're going to honor that darkness and swirling kind of underworld place that doesn't seem normal or balanced, that we feel ashamed of. And just noticing, that we want to be healthy and thin and we don't want to be. Many of us have ideas about what being healthy and thin looks like and what's required. And what is required, we believe, is suffering. That is called diet mentality. In order to get to that place that I should be or want to be, I'm going to need to suffer. So I'm violent with myself. I'm starving myself. I'm rejecting something in myself. No wonder it's not fun. We're going to understand that dilemma much more by being in this program and by sharing inquiry together. So, slow and steady, noticing that dissonance, noticing the strangeness of eating and the interesting and fascinating thing that's going on with eating. We're becoming one with our environment and with reality, which is what we really want. Ultimate, supreme connection, in a way. A connection with what is feeling like home within. And just watching. When we're on a quest, which many of us are, whether food and eating or otherwise, we have questions. We're on a quest and we see the horizon retreating before us always. There's something new to learn and know. And home is with us all the time. Just like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, one of my favorite stories, where in a tornado, which you could call compulsion, she gets thrown off balance and is in a completely other world and doesn't even know how to get home. And at the end, consulting Glenda the Good Witch, which could be our inner voice of wisdom, she realizes she's been home all the time. Home went with her everywhere. She can return home in an instant. And of course, that's what we can do too. We don't have to be pushing against the horizon forever. We can rest. We're playing between the two. That interesting place of questing and the beautiful place of being at home. Both happening at the same time. So I love you're here on this amazing and interesting journey. Carry on through the orientation videos, and you can start in on the foundations. More to come soon. Lots of love.